The Defense Secretary facing a deadline from a lawmaker tonight who is asking for the release of 46 videos of what the government calls unidentified aerial phenomena, or UFOs, by tomorrow.
So you have your standard understanding of what would be able to function in this time and space continuum. And then you have these things that are just kind of operating outside of that. And what they tend to call these things are interdimensional.
They are specific videos with titles like several UAP in vicinity of Columbus, Ohio airport, UFOs in formation over Persian Gulf, and Syrian UAP instant acceleration. All referenced in a letter from Republican Congresswoman Paulina Luna to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. Luna explaining her urgency, writing, "The potential national security threat they pose is troubling."
There are many people in government that we come across that will come up to us, some in various high-level positions, that have said, look, we've seen these things, or, we definitely think they're real. We just don't want to be labeled as crazy.
The UFO phenomenon moving from the fringe.
This is just the beginning.
To the mainstream.
The technology that we faced was far superior than anything that we had, and there's nothing we can do about it. Nothing.
In large part after a bombshell 2017 New York Times report titled "Glowing Auras and Black Money, the Pentagon's Mysterious UFO Program," that detailed a secret $22 million UFO program in the Pentagon to investigate reports of unidentified flying objects. The Navy even releasing videos of aerial phenomena spotted during military training flights, including this one of an object that appears over the water. Another seen in a mission from the USS Nimitz of some kind of object that accelerates out of view. Experts, including career officers, testifying on Capitol Hill that they have seen even more baffling things they can't explain than one former intelligence officer saying the U.S. was in possession of a craft and beings that were not human.
Were they, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human.
From Hollywood and beyond, the UFO storyline has moved from the big screen to real life.
We just had the craziest orb UFO experience.
Singer Casey Musgraves posting images of what she says were UFOs she recently spotted while on a flight from Texas to Tennessee. President Obama reigniting speculation himself with these comments on a recent podcast.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in, what is it?
Area 51?
Area 51.
But then he walked it back, writing on Instagram, "I saw no evidence during my presidency that extraterrestrials have made contact with us." President Trump saying Obama did a, quote, "really bad thing disclosing this information and then ordering the release of the UAP files back in February." As for tomorrow's deadline, the Pentagon telling NBC News in a statement, "As with all congressional correspondence, we will reply directly to the authors of the letter." Tonight, the big question remains. If the truth is out there, will they ever release it?
Gadi is joining us now. You're ready. You are ready to see some of these videos. I know that this has been, honestly, something you've been reporting on for, years.
Yeah. Years, and I'm ready to also be disappointed, Hallie, because as I've been reporting this for years, we have consistently been given these deadlines, these dates. There's going to be a hearing. There's this. The president has said release all the files, and here we are. We don't have much, but the thing that I'm very excited about is whether or not we're going to see some of the videos, because the titles are pretty wild. This is the letter that was sent out to the Department of Defense, Department of War. And Hallie, again, the thing that's been so frustrating is that we don't have good evidence, right? We have sensors, we have all these platforms, but we don't have good evidence. A lot of this is, even in the descriptions here, United States Air Force F-16C, call sign Air Sur 11, shoots down UAP over Lake Huron with AIM 9X, a Sidewinder. We know what that one is. That one is going to be, you remember that Chinese balloon spy stuff that was happening back in 2023 and how they shot something down? They labeled that a UAP. That one looks like it's going to be some sort of company that was monitoring weather. But then there are other ones in here, UAP, UAS, underwater stuff next to submarines. We'll see if we actually see some of that video, but it could be very interesting.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.